you doing in my space station?
I'm giving you a chance to get back in on the action on a galactic scale.
So I want to start by asking, like, this film has so many different action elements. I got vibes of Guardians of the Galaxy, Mission Impossible, all combined through a Star Trek lens. So I want to ask you both what it was like to kind of balance those action elements while still making sure this was Star Trek at its core. Alex, we can start with you.
Well, I think, you know, Star Trek at its core is ultimately a vision of optimism, right? That was Roddenberry's vision. And the thing that's fun about Section 31 is that there's this premise that it's a darker world, but we actually wanted to counterbalance that with a lot of the tone that you're talking about. You know, it's really, really fun. It does go to darker places, but the premise of the movie is that the Starfleet that Trek fans know and love can only exist because Section 31 does what they do in the shadows. There's literally a charter that stops them from doing certain things. So in order for Starfleet to keep its nose clean, Section 31 needs to exist. And that's really fun because you get to have a character like Philippa Georgiou, you know, played by Michelle Yeoh, who is a hellion and having a lot of fun and also doing all the wrong things for all the right reasons. And, you know, that's a really, really fun thing to watch. She's just having a great time and the movie's a ride. And I think ultimately people will feel like it's a different corner of the Star Trek universe that you haven't quite seen, but it's very consistent with what Star Trek is.
Mm-hmm. And kind of building off of that question, Olatunde, some of those action set pieces I feel like were much of a challenge. I would have to imagine from behind the scenes. What were the ones that were most satisfying to shoot?
Oh, I would say the Baram fight when you've got Michelle and the intruder phasing through the walls and taking it from one room to the next room to the next room into the bar. It was a lot of detail, a lot of collaboration, but a lot of fun to shoot. And I'm hoping that fun comes out to the audience. And it's interesting when you have a character that is as strong a presence as Michelle Yeoh, as Philippa Georgiou, because the fight sequence extend out from her, right? So you take the character, what does that character want and need? Who is that character, the essence in their soul? And that's what you build out the action sequences from. And I think because of that, because her character is so unique, you get these really fresh feeling, exciting, fun action sequences.
Very much so. I want to talk about the future of Star Trek a little bit. Fans know Star Trek to be a serialized property. I know we're developing Starfleet Academy right now, shooting both seasons back to back. How's that coming along?
It's going great. We're 2 weeks from wrapping the first season, and we dive right into the second one. We're already breaking story and working on scripts on season 2. You know, we're super excited. It's been an incredible ride. I mean, I don't want to say too much, but what I can tell you is that, you know, we want every Star Trek show to feel like Trek, but have its own flavor. And this one feels really different in a lot of ways. And also, I think, very familiar in a lot of ways. But there's been this mythology about what's behind the doors of Starfleet Academy for so long. It's like going into the chocolate factory. And I think for us, the fun has been actually letting the audience get to go in there and see what it's like. And the cast is incredible, to a person. Incredible. I think people are gonna love every character on the show. We've had so much fun doing it, so I'm really excited for people to see it.
Amazing. One final question for you, Olatunde. Is there room for a sequel on the table with Star Trek, Section 31 specifically?
I think if the fans make it so, yeah. You know, as long as there's a lot of love out there, who knows what can happen. And, you know, the other guy you can ask about that is right here.
There's definitely room for it, absolutely. I mean, Michelle would love to do it again. You know, the cast was fantastic. And the thing is, this is the kind of, you know, originally we were going to do it as a series, so there's so many ideas for what Section 31 could be. So we're totally game.
Yeah, let's dig up some more secrets in the future. Guys, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
31 is a Black Ops division. Spy work.
It's just a place for people to bend the rules.
Starfleet is here to make sure no one commits murder.